Okay, so I have one example for you to write in your notes, and then I have two problems for you to try for homework. Okay, so we're going to be solving using the quadratic formula. The first thing you want to do is remember the quadratic formula, which is x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so we're going to look at 3x squared minus 6x plus 4 equals 0. And we're going to first identify A is 3, B is negative 6, and C is 4. We're going to put those into the quadratic formula. So x equals the opposite of b. B is negative 6, so the opposite of negative 6 is positive 6. Plus or minus the square root of b squared. So negative 6 squared is positive 36 minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so we have everything in the quadratic formula, so we want to simplify what is under the square root. So 4 times 3 times 4 is going to be 48. Okay, so I have x equals 6 plus or minus 36 minus 48 under the square root divided by 6. 36 minus 48 is negative 12. So x equals 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 12 all over 6. Now we have a negative under the square root, so that means we're going to have a complex solution. We're going to have an I in our answer. Okay, so the negative comes out and becomes an I, and we just need to simplify the square root of 12. So 12 is 3 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. So the square root of 12 is the same as 2 square root 3. So 6 plus or minus 2i square root 3 all over 6. And we're not quite done because we always want to look at these three numbers. This number, and this number. If they're all divisible by something, we need to simplify. They're all even. We can divide them all by 2. So 6 plus or minus, you really don't need the 1. You can just write I square root 3. I'm sorry, divide them all by 2. 3 plus or minus I square root of 3 over 3. Okay, so I took all of the ones underlined, divided them all by 2. You can put a 1 here, but you really don't need it. So my two solutions are 3 plus I root 3 over 3 and 3 minus I root 3 over 3. Okay, so those are my two solutions. And then you can go ahead and try these two for homework.